Wherever you are, brace yourself. This is Business and Economy Network. It will interest you to know recently that Japan, one of the developed economy in the world, aggregated over $90 billion into the continent of Africa. The question personally I'm asking is, what is going to be the ratio of this amount that will go to small and medium scale enterprises? And how can this help in alleviating poverty and create employment? And also recently, we looked at how our economy, vis-a-vis our budget implementation, how has this gotten down to alleviate the citizenry of Nigeria? Question begging for an answer. Do we look at the growth in GDP as in the economy is doing very well? Or what are the parameters we use in measuring an economic growth? Well, with us on the program, we have various CEOs, indigenous CEOs who are doing very well, who have started as a small and medium scale, and today they are involved. For Company in Focus today, we have the CEO of Alfa Laboratories, and for Straight Talk, we have the CEO of Enviplan. Not left out is the spotlight, and we have the CEO of Sisecam. All these are companies doing very well in Nigerian economy, but how can they be supported and given the enabling environment to strive better? I'll be back after this time out.
Sisecam Nig Ltd is indigenous Nigerian enterprise. We've been in operation for more than 7 years now, and then we're into exploration and construction engineering projects. We are contractors with state governments, some federal parastatals, individuals, and some NGOs. We are into construction, majorly borehole drilling, industrial borehole drilling, soil test, construction of buildings, and some other engineering works. Majorly now, since we are dealing mostly on northern terrain, and with what we have now, majority of our projects are into drilling of boreholes and industrial boreholes. Majorly for Abuja and its environs, we deal with mostly estate developers and federal government parastatals. We do some in form of industrial boreholes for estate developers, majorly in development of their estates. Yeah, that's what we do present. Those are our major projects for now. We also deal on soil tests for majorly those part of in Niger Delta where the substructure or the subsurface of the soil is not good to withstand the high-rising buildings. The company it has a good prospect since its inception, because we do our marketing. We tell them this and what they need. And when they see our proposals and our comments, they give us a trial and they see on how we perform. And when they see we have performed, they give us, that's how we get our jobs. Challenges in the sense of capital, because why I said capital in the sense of most of the equipments we have here in Nigeria are faulty. We need some sense of high level equipments for our work to move very well. Yeah, those are some of the challenges, and some of the challenges we have here are the technical know-how of the job, in the sense of that people like pricing the job at a very cheap rate, whereby we don't no longer get value for the jobs in which we embark on. Those are some of the challenges, but sometimes we are able to convince our clients and let them know that based on the kind of job we are doing for you, we let them to know that this is an indirect method of working. It's not a surface job. It's a job that has to do with the ground, and when we are able to convince them, we sometimes make our challenges known to them, and they see with us, and sometimes we break through them. I would say our firm is just starting. Our firm is just starting in the sense that we are yet to do bigger jobs. We are just is a periphery stage. The firm is just in its periphery stage. We have not even started not to think of our vision and mission.
Alfa Laboratories Limited is a public analysis laboratory. In other words, a laboratory that is devoted mainly to the analysis of consumer products that affect the health and welfare of the masses. So that's basically our responsibility. But the laboratory also consults in environmental and industrial matters. We decided to set up Alfa Laboratories in 1986 on my retirement from the service, because most of my life in the civil service was devoted to laboratory work. I worked as government chemist and then director of Food and Drug Administration and Laboratory Services. At the end of my service, I felt a strong need to set up a laboratory. Among other things, to demonstrate the fact that public analysis could be a viable profession in Nigeria. I had encouraged a number of friends to get into this profession when I was in the service, and a few of them were still doubtful that it would be a viable profession. So I said, well, when I had the opportunity, I said, let me join them and show them that I was committed to the idea. That was how we started. In the area of public analysis, the services are available to regulatory authorities. Examples, NAFDAC, SON, Department of Petroleum Resources, Consumer Affairs Commission, and bodies like that, to use the services of our laboratory in order to get information about composition, quality and safety of products. Members of the public are also free to consult the laboratory on any issues that may be of relevance to their health, and which can be solved through laboratory analysis. In the area of environmental services, we have been consulting on issues like environmental audit of establishments such as factories. We also do environmental impact assessment of new projects, and we also do environmental baseline studies. We are very much involved in the monitoring of quality and safety of air in factories, in communities, and in fact in the whole country, in cities, especially the heavily congested cities like Lagos and so on. Our services are available for the monitoring of the pollutants in the air, the extent of pollution, and some suggestions on remedial measures that may be taken in addressing causes of pollution.
It is clear that construction activities affect nearly every aspect of the economy and that the industry is vital to the continued growth of the economy. Enviplan International Limited has been part of this infrastructural development in Nigeria for almost 2 decades. The Enviplan brand, an offshoot of a foreign firm, was formed for solid principle of quality assurance.
Enviplan is an offshoot of Pacman. We came out from Pacman, and due to some reasons, when we've been in Pacman, and because of the downward trend after the PTF, just before even the PTF, there was a lot of, development in the country, and things were not moving fine. And then, it is not easy for a foreign firm like Pacman to be taking local jobs because of lack of payment. It now started affecting Pacman. And those of us who are indigenous engineers began to get, worried. Where do we go? What is our next, approach? So we felt we should put up Enviplan, and that is how it came to be. And today, Enviplan is 16 years. Yeah, of age. So it's 16 years of age, and to God be the glory. It's still Enviplan is still protecting the interests of Pacman. There's no doubt about it. It's still protecting the interests of Pacman, and still looking after the interests of Pacman.
The company's augmentation was propelled by its standardization of practice of quality control and assurance on project delivery. The brand's top priority is to protect the integrity of the company as well as their projects and services, and as such pay more attention to the quality of their jobs.
We are in Enviplan. We make sure it's not just chasing projects. If you are not careful, you will get many projects. I've seen consultants who came in after 1999, I will not mention names, got into crisis. They got plenty jobs all over the country. We said, look, it's not like that. If you want to retain your name, you must ensure that there's, whatever you do, it's not the issue of quantity, quality. Standardization of your practice. Here, if we can get 2-3 jobs in a year that has, whether it has a high profile or it doesn't, we'll make sure we do that job qualitatively and give the best result. But there are a lot of projects that up to today we are yet to be paid by our clients. But I want to say that you must maintain your integrity in your practice. If you don't maintain your integrity in your practice, you will lose the direction. And that is where you will regret it. You can have 30 jobs in your company, but what of your integrity? And that is why today, a lot of other countries, engineers in other countries are looking up to us because we have started moving out of Nigeria. For us, we have started moving out of Nigeria. A lot of our engineers are working for foreign companies now, outside Nigeria. A lot. And that's why they say, Enviplan, come and join us in Kenya, come to South Sudan, come and join us, come to Gambia, come to Guinea. A lot. So you must maintain your integrity. And that's our desire